Hello and a very warm welcome to Cricketainment. The opening match of the 6th edition of the Indian Premier League has ended in a big win for defending champions Kolkata Knight Riders. They beat the Delhi Daredevils by 6 wickets at the Eden Gardens. I have with me Shishir Hattangri here in the studio. Also joining us is Krish Srikanth from Chennai. Both our guests. Before we get to them, let's take a look back at the action. That is Kolkata Knight Riders. They were on the money from the word go after winning the toss. A blistering opening spell by Brett Lee, followed by the wizardry of Sunil Narine, ensuring that Delhi Daredevils were restricted to a below par score of 128 runs. Narine picking up 4 wickets for just 13 runs. Lee and Rajat Bhatia, they picked up 2 wickets. Daredevils captain Mahila Jayawardene was the only batsman really to show some resistance, playing a lone hand of 66 runs. Kolkata Knight Riders chased down the target with more than an over remaining. Gautam Gambhir top scoring with 42 runs. Kalis and Manoj Tiwari supported the skipper, both scoring 23 runs in the end. A little easy for the Kolkata Knight Riders. Then let's get across to Krish Srikanth first. Chika, what a start to this IPL. The first ball of the IPL and that wicket by Brett Lee.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a dream ball for any fast bowler. I mean, imagine the first ball of IPL, stumps breaking, man. I mean, if I was a fast bowler, I would really enjoy it. Thank God I was not the opening batsman that time.
That's right. Shishir, this is something that we expected, you know, keep everything else aside. Pitbull, Shahrukh, Deepika, Katrina, whoever else, the opening ceremony. This is what people really want to watch, and you know, the first ball showed that.
Yeah, this is what it's all about. You know, it's cricket that we're talking about, and I think Kolkata have got it right, at least in terms of knowing their horses for the course. You know, they've prepared the right pitch, bowlers who can take the pace of the ball. They've got Sunil Narine, who's a whiz again. Nobody has been able to pick him up, and I predicted after the first over he'll pick up 4, because 16th, 18th and 20th overs were the overs he was going to bowl. And what we saw today was, you know, a classic exhibition of spin bowling on the right kind of surface for him. So all credit to Kolkata for doing it right in their first game.
That's right, Chika. The big difference really was Sunil Narine. I mean, how good is this bowler, and the batsman just not being able to figure him out.
That's right. See, Neha, I mean, you have to understand one thing, Neha. As a batsman, nobody takes a chance against Sunil Narine. Like, you can't step out and drive because you don't know which ball is going to go out, which ball is going to come in. The advantage he's got is the Dusra or the other one that goes out. He's got a superb, he does it the same action. So as a batsman, you're puzzled what to do. You see, imagine a guy like Warner getting caught at slips. I mean, after swinging the ball through, new ball through, and he get caught at slips. I mean, he's an attacking batsman. Don't forget, Warner is a brilliant batsman, and they had a good start. So he keeps the batsman guessing all the time. That's why, I mean, he's able to get those wickets. And number 2, the wicket in Kolkata, it was obviously expected. The ball is going to be slow, the ball turn, and it suits them, the home conditions.
That's right. You look at the Delhi Daredevils batting, and we're going to talk about that right now. Shishir, was the big difference that we were going to see was going to be with someone like a Virendra Sehwag or Kevin Peterson, that absence of these attacking players clearly showing in Delhi Daredevils outfit.
It didn't only hurt them, it pinched them so hard because, you know, KP and Sehwag are game changers. With them not being around, you know, the focus and the responsibility comes on Mahila and the younger Indian players who just couldn't cope with the pressure. You know, 50,000 people in the crowd, first big game. They just seemed out of place, and that is where I think it hurt them. But, you know, here's the point that Mahila should have opened. The 2 best batsmen in the team have to open when you're playing just 120 balls. It's not a long game. So, you know, you'd back yourself as Mahila and Warner to go out there and open. If you lose a wicket, fair enough, but at least you have 120 balls. I'd rather have a Mahila go in at 0 for no loss rather than 0 for 1.
Chika, what did you make of the way Kolkata Knight Riders batted? Yes, you know, Delhi Daredevils, the bowling of Delhi Daredevils wasn't at its best. But when you look at someone like a Gautam Gambhir, you know, he's been out of the Indian outfit to come out and bat like the way he did. What do you make of that?
See, these kind of wicket conditions, the low total suited them the best. I mean, they got time to settle down, and Gautam Gambhir is very good in grinding runs. You know, he's very good at taking the singles, running between the wickets. And for Jack Callis, you know what Jack Callis does. He plays the typical sheet anchor role. And this little cameo from Manas Tiwari was very important. And so the run rate was always there. Of course, at 99 for 4, I thought the Delhi Daredevils missed a trick. I think that's where probably both should have come on to bowl. I mean, even towards the end, when they were say run a ball or something like that, a couple of wickets towards the end, 17, 16, 17 overs, things could have made a difference. And Russell coming in bowling those two overs, I didn't understand the idea at all. Probably that over, if both had bowled, and if by any chance say 1 or 2 wickets had fallen, there might have been some kind of pressure on the Kolkata batsmen.
This was a statement that Kolkata Knight Riders would have wanted to make.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, being champions, you have to show who's the boss. Yeah. They showed it on their home turf today. They have a competent side. They have a settled side. And just on home conditions, I'll tell you what, they're a hard team to beat. Because this guy, Sunil Narayan, gosh, you know, being an armchair cricket watcher, you find it difficult to pick him up. So if you're going to be out there playing him, he's a handful, you know.
Chikana, this is the first time we were watching Umesh Yadav as well since he was out because of injury from the Indian side. What did you think of his bowling?
See, Umesh Yadav and Irfan Pathan are coming out of injuries and straight away coming and playing, but without much match practice, it's going to be difficult, Meha. And this kind of wicket conditions where the ball does not come on when you try and bang, it all the more suits the batsman a bit more. But then, okay, he did a decent job, but then you should be something like a Rajat Bhatia type or a Balaji type, where the ball doesn't come on to the bat at all. You're so slow, you cannot play shots. See, as a batsman, Meha, I would like the ball to come on to me to play shots. So that's why Russell, all these guys, the kind of bowling is good for batting on these kind of wickets. But these kind of wickets, it's impossible to play shots against Balaji and Rajat Bhatia.